I am Emily Mullen. I am the owner-operator of the Mullen Dairy and Creamery in Okeana, Ohio. Today we milk around 60 to 65 lactating Holsteins on a newly implemented robotic milker. We also implemented a creamery a couple years ago, which allows us to mainstream and directly feed consumers in our community with wholesome local products. So 2 years ago, I was still milking in a double six herringbone. I was milking around 100 lactating Holsteins at that point in time. So I actually decreased to 60 lactating cows on one robotic milker. That has in turn allowed us to grow the creamery because I'm not spending 4 to 6 hours a day in a milking parlor. My goal is, and hopefully in 5 to 10 years, to essentially source all of my product directly to either consumers or small mom and pop shops. We even have a really cool relationship with Crumble Cookie. This machine allows me to take better care of myself, but the flexibility it gives me in my schedule allows me to be a better manager of not only the livestock, but the retail portion of our business as well. I think some of the biggest challenges I have faced as a young person in this industry and continue to face in the years to come is proving your worth and kind of proving to the rest of the industry that there's more than one way to market a product. The Growing Forward program does a wonderful job, whether it's working with your local loan officer or sitting there at the conference of breaking things down, making sure you know how to digest that information, because at the end of the day, the financial health of your business is what's going to determine the longevity of your legacy. Exploring those options and that information through the Growing Forward program gives me the opportunity as a producer to understand where I can afford to spend money that will in turn make me more efficient. When it comes to packaging a product that people take directly home to put in their fridge, making sure those products are beautiful and really catch someone's eyes sometimes can take a couple extra pennies, which really adds up when you're talking about thousands of bottles going out. When you know those numbers and you know that that nicer label or that nicer bottle can actually impact sales, and you know that you have the funds to make those small adjustments, which will eventually help you in the profitability standard, it's easier to make those choices when you know you have the standings to do it in the first place.
So we just spent a lot of time together working on the spreadsheets to make sure we were capturing all the data and the analysis of it, so we had the correct projections and best cash flow analysis we can.
They understood that this market is constantly changing and that I was embarking on a new market, one that not a lot of folks in this area of the state had tried to explore yet, and decide if it was actually going to be a feasible way to save my family's operation. My best interests are what she has in mind. And I can't get upset if she says, hey, we need to rework something like that. I'm supposed to take that information and grow from it. And I felt like every time I sat down at a table with Amy, I was learning something new.
But what I love is getting to see Emily's vision come to life. I said, I know she has more goals in mind, and I hope that Farm Credit's there to be able to help her keep achieving them.
Being a winner of this award, it's a huge honor. I know that I'm not the only person in this industry trying to do something different and trying to maintain a stakehold here. I don't need to be known worldwide, but I hope if a new neighbor moves in, their next door neighbor will say, hey, if you're looking for some quality products, we know a place that's really cool that we're proud to have in our community and proud to support as well. That's the story that my generation has to maintain in their communities across this nation as well, to make sure that we still have a stakehold and we still have a face and a purpose in every family's kitchen across this country.